All right, finna go to get started. We're finna go to get started. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Life of a Champ podcast, episode number 71, talking about accepting the double standards of life, as well as going over the Hollow Weekend. Just giving a recap on that, featuring the boy Anthony. For the people that don't know you, Anthony, go ahead and introduce yourself.
All right, what's up, everybody? I'm Champ's day one homie, of 12 years now, right?
Sir.
But you could just call me Black Jesus. It's all right.
God damn, like Jesus.
half,
Wait, what
half,
did you-
half man, half amazing, if you will, right?
hey, there you go.
Since I'm repping Vince Carter, retro jersey. How
Fair
about
enough.
that?
Hey, what did you say? What did you say on the last one?
I said,
It was episode number 23 of the
Yo,
Life of a Champ podcast.
yo,
What did you say?
I didn't even realize I said it until you sent me the fucking clip of me saying it. So I said the chocolate goat.
What an intro! What an intro!
What an
God
intro.
damn.
That one was wild.
That was a funny one.
Black
for sure.
Jesus is more fitting. You can call me Black Jesus, though.
All right, well, I'm sitting next to Black Jesus right now.
Yes, sir.
All right, so getting into it, I want to start off the podcast saying, rest in power to the boy Takeoff. It's absolute tragedy. If you guys didn't know, which most people by this point they pretty much know, he got shot, and he
Yep.
was playing. Was he playing with? He was throwing dice, right?
I don't know where it was. What it was. I just know it happened in Houston, Texas.
Yeah, so it happened in Houston. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something. He was playing a dice game or something like that, and obviously, I don't even think the bullet was meant for him. That's what I heard. I can't verify if that's true or not, but I heard that it was meant for one of his friends. It wasn't even meant for him, and sadly, things like that happen when you're playing games like that, I guess. And we lost a very, very important member when it comes to the biggest group that is the Migos that still exists today. Because obviously, you know that in music right now,
Yep.
groups are not really that popular, and they were the most popular group.
Oh yeah, for sure the biggest trio out at the moment.
Yeah, for sure.
Easily.
Right? I'm wearing the shirt that I got at the concert. I went to a Drake and Migos concert in 2018, and of course I had to rep it today. Got him right here. Got him right there. Take off right here. Man, absolute tragedy, man. Absolute tragedy. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Any of the last words you have to say for that? We'll go ahead and leave you a moment of silence if you ain't got any words.
Yeah. Moment of silence.
All right, give you a moment of silence. All right, so we can get rocking.
Yeah.
All right. So, like I said, the topic for today is accepting life's double standards.
Yep.
All right, Anthony.
All right.
So, first thing I want to do, hold up, before we get into it, right?
Mhm.
I want to give you the definition of a double standard. So, for the people that do not know what a double standard is, I want to give you the definition.
Yep.
Give me 1 second. I should be more prepared for this. All right, a double standard is a principle or policy that is applied in a different manner to similar things without proper justification. So there is plenty of double standards that exist within life, and like the title is, you have to accept these double standards because they do exist. Now, it doesn't matter how you feel towards the double standards; they still exist, and it's as simple as that. To go a little bit further on that, essentially, this means that a double standard occurs when two or more things, such as individuals or groups, are treated differently when they should be treated the exact same way. So that is the definition. If you guys didn't know, we're gonna go ahead and get into it.
Yep.
All right, Anthony. So for the first one, go ahead and lead us off, man. When it comes to double standards, what is the first one you want to talk about?
The first one that I want to talk about.
Yes, sir.
Man, all right, that's a good question.
Shout out to Bree, by the way. Shout out to Bree and KJ. Appreciate you stopping by.
First, no, might as well start out hot. Essentially, might as well start out hot. Might as well get right into it, right?
Yes, sir.
Body count.
Body count. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and lead us off with that?
Lead it off.
Yeah. Go ahead. What do you think? Okay. So what is the double standard that exists?
The double standard is that men are, well, I mean, there's I think there's like multiple variations. There's like two variations of this. The first one is that men are allowed to have a high body count, but women are not.
Okay.
Women are not allowed to have a high body count, right?
Okay.
And I'd say while I'd say it makes sense. However, but it is a double standard because women are looked down on. They're seen as sluts, hoes, whatever you want to call them, right? The higher the body count they have, while as men are seen as players.
Pretty much, there's no negative connotation to having a high body count.
Exactly.
Yeah. So my 2 cents on that. All right, go ahead.
Oh no. Yeah, so just no. That was all it.
Okay,
Well, until we get to the reverse of it. Yeah, for high
Okay. So for mine, from my personal opinion on this is, yeah, it is definitely a double standard that exists. Obviously, women are definitely looked down upon, like you had mentioned.
Yep.
Definitely looked down upon if they do have a high body count. And now, this is not something I want to make this very, very clear. These double standards that we're talking about today are not things that we exactly wish to be on society. These are things that we just observe, right?
Yeah.
These aren't our personal opinions. Now, we can definitely see how these things are applied to life, and that's different from us wanting it to be that way. I got to make that very clear because we should. There's going to be a lot of hate based off of just saying these double standards, but like I said, this is nothing more than an observation than it is our personal take, right?
Yeah.
So, like I had mentioned, right, women that have a high body count, yes, if you're a woman that has a high body count, you're going to be looked down upon in today's society. There's nothing you can do about it, really. Now, there's some lenience kind of in society, right? There's a little movement that suggests that if you have a high body count, you're a woman, that you're completely fine and everything, life's just going to go on normal. You're going to have your happy ending with, your husband and your kids and all this. I'm here to let you know that if you have a high body count as a woman, the likelihood of that happening and that being your ideal life goes down so dramatically, it's not even funny. You're going to have to find a man who's a very, very, very special man, a 0.0001% of men that is willing to put up with the baggage that he's going to have to deal with when it comes through all the guys that you slept with, all the emotional connections that you had. And another thing I want to mention as well when it comes to body count, right, is the pair bonding thing, because this doesn't get mentioned, right? This is why body count's important to men, is because the more a woman sleeps around, the less she's able to really pair bond and actually have a super strong emotional connection towards that man. We got to make that clear. Yeah. And so obviously that was one part of it, right? The second part of it is, yes, men that have a high body count, they have less penalty on life. First of all, sex is obviously hard to come by as a man.
Yep.
The men that are able to acquire a lot of sex or have to bring some type of value to the interaction beyond physical looks, right? Another thing is, obviously, sex for women is obviously easy.
Yeah.
Here's all you have to do is be like, okay, go up to a guy. If you're an average 6, go up to a guy and say, hey, would you like to have sex with me? They're going to say yes, like 90% of the time.
Yeah. If they're not in a committed relationship, yeah.
Shit, even if they are, damn near, almost. Hey, almost, right? Almost, that's almost how it is.
Yep, yeah, you find the right one. Yep.
Exactly. But men, obviously, you have to build some type of value. Of course, some guys get away with just looking good, but for the most part, you have to build value in order to have a large sexual abundance.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I see it personally. Do you see it any different way, or you see it exactly?
Oh no, I see it the same exact way.
Okay.
And speaking right on that.
Another thing with that. Now, I'm not saying that I suggest men to go crazy, go stupid when it comes to their body count. That's not what I'm suggesting at all.
No.
I would suggest men, be selective, just like I would recommend for women. But I'm saying if a man wanted to be less selective and just go absolutely crazy, go stupid, and he has obviously the access. Yeah, the penalty is not as big, like Anthony had mentioned. Do you have anything more you want to say on that?
No. On high body count, no. The only thing I want to do is do the counter version of it.
Okay.
With low body count, right? While that is the double standard for the high body count, the low body count, right, the reverse, is that if you're a man, right, with a low body count, right, you're it's the exact opposite. They insult you with that. While if you're a woman with a low body count, right, they praise you for that.
Praise you,
right, for the same exact reason why we talk about for the high body count, is because a woman, that means a woman had those options and chose not to, just ride the wave and go with every single one of them. Mm-hmm. As opposed to a man who just didn't just didn't get any. So
yeah, for sure. Actually, I'm glad that you mentioned that, because that's not something that I was going to mention when it comes to the double standard. Yeah, he's exactly right.
Yeah.
Obviously, women for the most part would prefer men with experience rather than lack of experience, right? Because they don't, for the most part, women don't want to teach men how to be in that type of mode realistically.
Yeah.
But obviously, women with lower body counts are definitely preferred by 90% of men. Yeah. Like I said, you got those 10% of men. I'm not a part of that 10%. I'll tell you that right now.
Definitely not.
But yeah, they exist. They exist. Yeah. But it's like I said, 10%, maybe even less than that. But yeah, you're exactly right on that. So moving on to the next point. What do we got, Anthony? Yeah, this day, fellas. This is gonna be a good one, fellas.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good one. We got body shaming and body positivity next up.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Charlotte, go ahead.
All right. For the first one is with body shaming, right? For the people, let's say let's say they're on the bigger part of the they're higher up on the what's it called, the weight scale, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So when it comes to a female in this sense, right? Society will tell them, hey, love your curves, right? You're beautiful, you're big and beautiful, right? And on the reverse scale of this, on the other side of this, as a man, like, the fuck you doing, fat ass? Hit the gym, right?
Exactly.
It's how it works, right? That's a double standard, you know. You don't really see people saying, "Hey, you go, big guy."
Yeah, exactly.
I've never once seen a comment that said that.
Yeah, it's definitely far and few between for sure.
Yeah, it's man, I just lost it. I had something I was gonna say, and then I lost it in a moment's notice.
It's all good. It's all good. I saw a talk on that. So yeah, he's exactly right. You know, women that's are let's just say obese. I'm gonna use that word because that's kind of how it is, right?
Yeah,
that's how it is, right? Women that are obese, society is going to, almost, I wouldn't say reward you, but they're not going to bash you, right? They're going to be very, very delicate with your ego, with your poor life choices.
Yeah.
They're going to go very easy on you, right? Now, if you're a man, society doesn't have any remorse for you being overweight. No remorse at all. You're going to have people bash you. You're going to have women look down upon you. You're going to have women not want you at all. And that is the way it is, right? Society's going to give you a different message. Instead of saying, you know what, accept the way you are, love your curves, basically be proud of what you are and what you built yourself to be. Yeah, they're just going to say, obviously, you have some work to put in. But like I said, women, for the most part, if you're overweight, they're not gonna sadly suggest what is best for you, which is something that I mentioned on the TikToks that I posted today. Yeah. So if you're interested in that, of course I got to plug myself. Come on now. Make sure you tap in with the TikTok, just Life of a Champ podcast, as well as the YouTube Shorts, Life of a Champ podcast as well. I post 3 videos, I post about 3 times a day, 5 days a week when it comes to shorts. So you tap in with that as well.
Oh, yeah, I gotta catch some of those because I know there's some noise I know I like in there. Yeah.
Hell yeah, no, those ones were crazy today, boy. They went crazy today. I'll tell you that
for sure. But here's the thing, though. Crazy thing is, it's one of the double standards that I can't say I 100% fully understand. It's like, because both sides of the spectrum, right? Like, you're both in the same exact situation, right? Yeah. Y'all both need to put in work. I don't care, honestly. The whole body shame him, don't body shame her type thing. I don't really care. I don't say shame them. I say encourage them to be better than what they are now, right? Tell them like, hey, yo, this is not the best version of you. I don't know. You said we shouldn't accept this from you, and you definitely shouldn't accept this from yourself. You got a long way to go, right? I'm not gonna say, hey, you look like shit. You just fuck off. No, it's like, hey, yo, I see where you're at now. Work on that, right? It's not you're perfect the way you are. Not even close. Right? We're in shape and we're still not perfect the way we are, right? We still got a long way to go, right?
Exactly.
Those people, they got a longer way to go than us, right? So, hey, yo, if you're in that situation, no, I'm not saying you look great. I'm not saying you look terrible. No, fuck that. Y'all look terrible. Y'all need to fix that shit.
Y'all need to fix it. Yeah, that's being real. And one thing that I will always do until the day I die, I'm always going to promote a healthy lifestyle, right? Yeah. And anything that goes contrary against that healthy lifestyle, I'm going to go ahead and, tell you what you need to do in order to have a healthy lifestyle, right? I want the best for everybody in my life and everybody around me. So therefore, I'm going to give you guys the game that's going to suggest a better life for you, right?
Exactly.
And like one thing I wanted to mention with this as well, when it comes to the body positivity, right? And I mentioned this in the TikToks as well, right? If you're skinny, you're not where you want to be, and if you're overweight, you're not where you want to be. So you got some work to put in. You got work to put in.
Exactly.
That is just life. That is just life. Like I said, you can't just think that you are okay the way you are, because you're not living the existence that you exactly want to live. If you could change your life, if you could go back and create your character create your character essentially, right? Would you stay the same exact way, or would you change? And if you would change, which most people would change,
yeah,
then make the change in real life because you actually have that ability to change it in real life.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's as simple as that.
Simple as that. Yeah. No matter what you look like, I don't care if you overweight, underweight, moderate weight, right? Everybody, and I mean everybody, right? If you are physically capable of doing it, go to the gym. Everybody should be working out realistically, right? Like I do see the gym packed all the time, right? However, if you still look at the numbers, it is still a very small percentage of people that go to the gym. Like it's actually wild. If you are physically capable of going to the gym, everybody should be there realistically.
Exactly. You're exactly right. And I think it's ridiculous how society's not promoting that. And this we're getting off on a little tangent, but
Yeah.
It's ridiculous that society's not even promoting that as much as it should. Because obviously, I wouldn't say society has the best interest in mind for you at all.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing our part in saying, hey,
Exactly.
get your ass in the gym, big dog.
Exactly, because I see both of these on the internet, right? I'll see someone working out or promoting, right, the proper way to work out, right, and they'll have like a few thousand views, right, but then you see someone, right, going wild, dancing, right, fat, flabbing everywhere, all over the place, right, and they'll have millions of views, millions of likes, right. And then I look at the comments, right, and they all say the same thing. You go, good job, love yourself. And I'm just like, I'll just only put the chill comments in there. If I comment at all, I'll be like, this ain't it, Chief.
That's it.
That's it. You're not gonna get too much from me on because you ain't gonna bash on me about why this is all right, because it's not. But I'm just gonna tell you straight up that this ain't it, Chief. Right?
Yeah. And the one thing I want to mention is we're not body shaming, by the way.
Yeah.
We're really not body shaming. We want the best for your life. And we're saying that what you're doing right now is not the best for your life.
Exactly.
We're trying to help you out. And yeah, I wanted to mention that as well because on that one of the last podcasts, what was it? Which one was it? It was the Facts Over Feelings podcast.
Facts Over Feelings.
Anthony had a great point. Body positivity is really body negativity.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is, right? It's not suggesting the correct way you should live if you want to improve yourself. It's just saying, you know what, you're perfect the way you are, that's not the reality of life.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's basically people saying, right, you should be happy where you're at when you shouldn't. You should not be happy where you're at. You should be trying to improve every single day, right? No, regardless.
The only thing you should be content with is your day's work.
Yeah.
If you put in the work that day, be content with that day. Tomorrow is a new day. Don't be content. You can't be content because you got more work to put in that day.
Exactly.
When it's all said and done, when you're about to go to sleep, if you put in the work, be proud of yourself for that day.
Yeah.
Next day, you got more work to put in. That's how it is. That's how it is. You have anything you want to say on that before we move on?
No.
All right,
really.
double standard, fellas. Yeah, we
Just
already talked about that.
When it's all said and done, right? When you at the end of your journey, you ready to pass on, be able to fit in your casket, all right?
Exactly. You better hope they don't fucking have to make an extra special arrangement just for your ass. Ain't no way.
You should not need more than 6 pallbearers.
Exactly. KJ, we'll read your comments before we go. This is crazy. That's why the workouts get more views since it's helping and inspiring and setting people up for success. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, workouts should be getting more views anyways.
They should be getting way more views. Yeah.
Body positivity in reality is tricking someone to fall into the trap. Never fall into the trap, my friend. Always put in the work and always outwork your opponents and stare them down. Then they will fear you. Exactly. KJ spitting facts as usual. Not surprised. But yeah, he's spitting facts. Appreciate you stopping by, KJ.
Yeah.
But he's exactly right. He's exactly right.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Shout out to him. By the way, we working out with him today. We worked out.
Yeah,
with him
we
today.
sure did. Yep.
Yeah, too.
We could put in work with KJ. Yep.
You already know what time it is. All right. Next double standard of life.
Next one is emotions. Yeah.
Okay.
For this one, it's basically right. Women are encouraged, right, to show more emotion, right, as let their feelings be known. On the opposite, men are told, hey, you don't show emotions. Just man up, deal with it, pretty much.
Well, sounds like a double line to me. So yeah,
that is double bind. Yeah,
I wanted to mention that as well because you're exactly right with what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Women are obviously encouraged, and it's okay for women to express their emotions. But if a man does, which society, I still see this in society. I know you see this as well.
Yeah,
as a man, express your feeling, express your emotions. You know, you hear it. I'm sure you guys hear
Yeah,
it, right?
yeah.
But when in reality, you express your emotions, and you express your emotions to the point where they look down upon you.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, you're looked down upon. You're looked at as weak. You're looked as incompetent as a man, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of that. It's kind of that like double-edged sword, right? On one end, they want you to do it, but on the other end, if you do it, there's going to be consequences, essentially, right?
Yeah.
And my only suggestion to this personally is if you're a man and you're going through hardships, express your emotions. You know, and find your own way to really express your emotions to get what you need to go out with, whether this is the gym or whether this is talking to a friend.
Yeah.
But that would be my recommendations of how to go about that, or maybe even journaling. Right? There's certain things you could do. Um, but yeah, I wouldn't say show emotions, because if you show emotions in the wrong area, let's just say with a woman, for example, she's going to lose attraction for you. That's just I'm
Oh
just gonna
yeah.
keep it 1,000.
Yeah.
That is one of those harsh realities of life, right? It is a double standard in itself, right? If you go to your woman to want to express my full emotions, she's gonna look at you as weaker. That sucks.
Yeah.
And trust me, I'm not saying that because I want it to be this way. I'm saying it because that's the way I see it is. But obviously, if a woman comes to you with emotions, obviously that's completely fine. You're not gonna look down upon her for her expressing her emotions, because everybody's human. But
Exactly.
yeah, you have anything more you want to say
Yeah.
on that?
No. I was gonna say that this comes easier to some people than others.
When it comes to what?
What with just dealing with emotions. Yeah. You just gotta find a safe balance mentally. Honestly, for me, I think it actually comes probably the easiest thing. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's probably just maybe just the way I grew up, but I don't know. It just emotions were never really my jam anyway. So
Fair enough. Fair enough.
figure it's just easier to live in the moment. So
Live in the moment, he said. Hey,
Yep.
fair enough. Fair enough.
yeah.
All right. Katie said, I would take your anger out in the gym, journaling, running late at night, late night drives, etc. These are ways that will benefit you in the long run. I agree with you.
I very much
Those are
agree.
those are
Yeah.
definitely some helpful suggestions if you do need suggestions.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, I would just say find your own way. Find your own way, because everybody's they're gonna have their own way to express emotions.
Exactly.
If you're a man, I'm saying, of course, I'm giving you the advice, right? If you're a woman, do whatever you got to do, which is just talk about it,
Yeah, exactly.
and not actually here for the problem, not here for the solution, but just here just to be heard. Come on now.
Yeah.
But all right, getting into the next one, Anthony. What is the next one?
The next one is actually what you were talking about too. Double binds.
Double binds. Okay.
Double binds. Yep.
So how do I want to?
Fir-
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to give?
I was gonna say first we need to explain what a double bind is.
Okay, I'll explain it.
Yeah.
So a double bind is basically a scenario in which whatever decision you choose, there's going to be a negative aspect that comes out of it. So for an example, we'll just use the one that we already used, right? The double bind of expressing your emotions as a man, right?
Yeah.
One, you have society telling you to do it because it is what they suggest to women.
Mhm.
And if you do it, you're going to be viewed as weaker. So what is there for you to really do? Like I said, that's why my advice was to find your own way, because quite frankly, that's your
Exactly.
pretty much your only option. Find your own way to really express your emotions,
Yeah.
however that is.
At a certain times and place.
Exactly,
Know
but
when to and when not to.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, it's obviously situational, but you kind of pick your battles. So, do you have any examples of double binds?
Examples of double binds.
You writing it down?
I did not. No. See, I was going to. Here's the thing. I was going to, but because there was a lot of them, and I was like, yeah, no.
Well, technically, that one's a double bind, isn't it?
What the?
Yeah, we'll talk about
Yeah,
this.
yeah. That is a double bind.
All right,
Technically,
talk
yeah.
about it.
All right, the whole idea with wanting honesty, right? With women saying, "Oh, I want a guy who's honest, right? A guy who's truthful." But then when a guy is indeed truthful, right? You don't want the truth. You don't want what that actually entails, right? Because here's the thing. The truth isn't what you want it to be, right? They want the truth when it's convenient for them, right? Not when when it inconveniences them, right? But here's the thing: the truth is the truth, and they ain't gonna change the truth. So
Exactly. They
yeah.
want to sugarcoat it when in reality, for the
Exactly,
most part, hey, it's just that harsh reality. It's the harsh truth, man.
exactly,
Simple as that. Honesty, you say yes. Yeah. Honesty is definitely a bind
Exactly.
or a double bind for sure.
exactly. But how much can you sugarcoat it before it's practically a lie, anyways? Though. So
That's a good question, Anthony.
So I mean, because here's the thing, right? You want the truth to be sugarcoated, right? Right? How much do I have to sugarcoat it before it's not even the truth anymore, right?
Hey, that's just what we see, though. That's what we see. That's not how we want it to be. That's how we see it. We call it how we see it, man. Simple as that.
Exactly. I mean, just because here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? If she asks you a question, right? Like, and she says, "Answer me honestly," right? When I say this, do I look good today? Right?
Okay.
Now, realistically, no. Listen. All right, realistically, right? Like, yeah. If you answer truthfully, you say, "Yeah, you look okay," right?
Just okay?
Just okay, right? No, you look great today. You look good. You look good. You look great. You look great. You look great today. No, you don't. No, you do not. I'm giving you my full honest. You do not. No. I gave you okay. That was me sugarcoating. And then you got mad anyways. So I have to completely lie at that point, right? How much sugarcoating is a lie? I've sugarcoated completely. You look great today. I'm being honest. Nah, you could have did better.
Actually, go change right now. Go change right now.
Go change right now.
That's crazy, but
I mean that's just an example. That's just an example, right? Realistically, you ain't never gonna say that shit. You ain't. If she how do I look today? Shit, I didn't hear nothing. What? All right, let's get going with the dating, right?
Yep. God.
Don't. I mean, because here's the thing. Don't ask for honesty if it isn't honesty you want, right? They all say they want honesty. Everyone says they want honesty. And then get mad at the honesty. I'm like, what? You asked for this. You literally asked for this. It's something that I will never understand, right?
Yeah.
Yep. But then again, that's what people get canceled for. You get canceled if you tell the truth. Yeah.
That is true. That's a whole nother thing. That's a whole
other thing.
He's been facts. People don't want to hear the truth, really. Yeah. They say they want it, but they really don't want it. Let's keep it 1,000. That's just me being real. You got to be real out here. Come on now.
Exactly. That's why you got to start telling people, hey, yo, don't ask for the truth if you don't want the truth.
Exactly. That's one thing. That's one thing I say to any of the girls that I've ever talked to. I say the same thing, right? I'll be completely honest. Now, what you ask, you need to be very selective in what you ask because you're going to hear the truth.
Yeah.
And if you're not prepared to hear the truth, do not ask the question.
Exactly.
Simple as that. That's just life, man. That's life right there. That's life. That's me keeping it 1,000. Everybody needs to keep it 1,000, but like I said, hey, they ain't ready to keep it 1,000, man.
Exactly.
Simple as that.
Exactly. And that's something that just will never make sense to me. Like if you say, hey, can you make me a table? And then I make you a table, right? Why are you gonna get? Then they're like, why the fuck did you make a table? The fuck did you ask me to do? You asked me to make a goddamn table. It's like,
what did you expect? What did
you actually expect?
Fellas, hey, that's just the life we live in. Hey, I call it how I see it. We call it how I see it.
Oh, they didn't want a table. They wanted a desk.
Oh, hell no. Can I be content? You can't be content.
Can never be content. That's why I'm like that's why I settle for what's it called? That's why I'm not even sure. I only tell people the truth who are actually worth telling the truth to. Honestly, at this point,
fair enough.
People who are worth actually having a real interaction with. Other people, they're gonna get half truths, and a half truth is practically a lie, anyways. So yeah, you're gonna get my opinion. You're not gonna get my full honesty though. It's
that's interesting right there.
Yeah.
A lot of people give their opinions, but they don't give the full honesty.
Exactly.
I like that. We got a few people watching. I appreciate everyone for stopping by. If you have any double standards that you would like us to talk about or that you recognize within society, I want you to go ahead and leave in the comments.
Yeah.
Also, make sure you go ahead and leave a like on the video. And if you're in here watching, at the very least, you got to leave a comment. You got to leave a comment, say it was good. But like I said, if you have anything you want to add to the podcast, make sure you let me know in the comments. Getting into the next one, Anthony. What is the next one, my guy?
Next one is showing off your body, right?
Okay.
That's a double standard, right? Men can more freely, show off their body, as I am right now, pretty much, right? Sleeveless shirt. As opposed to women, right? They can't as freely, just wear whatever they want without being called called promiscuous sluts.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Guys definitely get away with it a lot more, and like I said, that is just a double standard that we have to accept, right? Men can go shirtless, no one bats an eye, no one questions anything. Like I said, if a woman dresses a certain way, obviously she's going to get a lot of attention, but it's not going to be the best attention. Let's just say that. But that is just one of those. That's one of those realities. Like I said, men can really show off, and well, like, let's just say for example, right? Let's just say you're in a relationship, right?
Mhm.
And you're a guy, right? If you show your body off, it's nothing. Or if you show your body off, you work for your body. Hey, that's something, whatever, right? If a woman does it, you might have a problem with it, right? That's just one of those things that's, like I said, a double standard. It is the way it is.
It is what it is, really.
You have anything else you want to add to that one?
Yeah, a little bit, because it's seen as it's seen as for him, it's seen as right, he's showing off his accomplishments, right? What he's gained with his body, or hasn't gained, for some people. For her, it's like she's advertising. That's what it's seen as, right? It's like she's trying to get attention, like attention whore. That's realistically how it's seen.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm not saying it's completely wrong, but sometimes it is. So in some cases, right, they just want to wear whatever they want. I get it, but it is what it is. Honestly.
A lot of the time, they're not honest with themselves too. I'm not saying all the time. A lot of the time, they're not honest with themselves. They're like, "Oh, I'm dressing like this for me."
For me.
Here's my thing: if you're dressing for you, wouldn't you wear something more comfortable?
Realistically,
It's cold outside. Why the hell are you wearing that? Because hoes don't get cold.
Clothes don't get cold.
Come on now. Come on now. Come
I was
on.
really
now.
just about to say it, man.
Exactly.
Read my mind.
Exactly.
Yep.
But yeah, like I said, hey, you just be honest. Be honest. Be honest. We want to hear the full truth as men. We want to hear the full truth. If you're dressing for attention, let us know. Let us know it's dressing for attention, right? But if you're saying you're dressing for yourself, don't lie to me. Simple.
Exactly.
Come on now. Come on now. All right.
I know what it looks like when you dress for yourself. Sweatpants on, baggy hoodie. Yeah.
No makeup.
No makeup. Yep.
Chilling. Not hair not done. Come on now.
Exactly.
You know what it looks like. You know what it looks like when it's comfortable, right? That's dressing for yourself. That is dressing for yourself right there.
Yeah.
Hey, it is what it is. All right, Anthony, next one.
Yeah. Next one. Men complimenting women.
I want to lead off with this.
You want to lead off on this?
Oh, yeah. Give me one second. Hold up.
Go for it.
All right, so men complimenting women, right? This is a double standard that many people do not acknowledge, but it's something that is definitely very, very prevalent, right? Let's just say you are a guy who's not the best looking guy. Let's just say on a scale of 1 to 10, you're like a 4. On a good day, a 4, maybe, right?
Damn, you lacking if you a 4. Holy shit.
Hey, get in the gym if you're a 4.
Exactly.
You can at least be a 6. Come on now.
Exactly.
All right, if you're a 4,
Yeah.
right? Let's hear me out. If you're a 4, you go up to a very, very beautiful woman and you say, "Wow, you look amazing today. I would love to take you out one day, and can I get your number?" "Oh my God, you're a creep. Oh my God, why would you ever come up to me?" Completely embarrass this man in front of everybody, right? All right?
Yeah.
Same scenario. Let's just say a scale of 1 to 10, you are let's just say a 9, right? You have you have everything in order. You look good, whatever. You smell good. All you know what it is. He's a good-looking man. He's a 9,
Yep.
right? You go up to the woman, say the same exact thing. "Oh wow, you're very beautiful. I would like to take you out. Can I get your number?" "Of course you can get my number. Wait, I would love to go out with you." Right? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You could say the same exact thing, but if you look a certain way, they're going to automatically put you in a certain category.
Yeah.
That is the double standard of life. You either are a creep, or you're somebody that they want to, have an interaction with. What do you think about that, Anthony? Hey, relax. What the fuck? Relax. Whoa.
Hey,
yo.
yo.
No personal attacks right
This
here.
man, I swear. It's facts, honestly, right? I've seen this, right? Actually, you see this in movies and skits too, actually, right?
Mhm.
I've actually seen it on a TikTok, right? I think it was a TikTok or a YouTube short, whatever it is, right? It was one of those videos, right? And basically, this guy was going around. He was asking these ladies, right? He said, "How would you react in this situation, right? If he looks like this or if he looks like this, right?" And she said, "No, he can't look like that, right? I mean, it doesn't matter if he looks like that. I'm just like not as interested, right?" He said, "But if he looked like such and such, right? He would you'd give his attention." It's like, so yeah, he would look good, right? Like it does. She basically did a whole the whole 180 and said, yeah, he has to look good. And I was like, well,
Cotton
yeah,
AK. Cotton
exactly.
AK.
8K, swear. If I could find the video right now, I swear.
But yeah, like I said,
but it is what it is, right? It's one of the double standards, right? If you don't look as good, right, you're gonna be seen more in a negative light automatically. You know, people judge people innately, right? Just naturally, right? So if you get a first impression is as simple as just seeing what this person looks like, right?
okay.
You can see a person and say, hey, they look friendly. Hey, they look nice. Hey, they look like a douchebag. Ew, they look nasty. I don't want to associate with them, right? It's exactly, right? So that first impression initially, right, before you even say anything to them, right? They already know how they feel about you, right? Just before even knowing that takes 5 seconds. Maybe not even 5 seconds, right? But that amount of time, right, will automatically determine how they view your comment, right? Ugly guy, hey, you look beautiful. What? You creep? What? Are you staring at me? Oh, right? Good looking guy, right? Hey, you look beautiful. Oh, thank you. Right? You look great too. Right? You see, it's the complete opposite side of the spectrum, right?
For sure.
You get a double standard because you look completely different, and it's because innately, right? They already judged you, right? They already determined either you are a good person or a bad person just based off of looks alone, right? Just like you can see this in memes all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can tell based on this meme, right? Like what a stereotypical person looks like, just based on what you just assume what it looks like, right?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I mean, it's getting a bit off topic, but it's still with the same idea. Is that just initially looking at them, what do you think of, right? Like you see a black guy, Mexican guy, whatever, right? And they have a bandana on, right? They got a chain, they got a muscle shirt on, right?
Okay.
That's a gangbanger right there. Right out the rip.
Right off the
For all you know, right? For all you know, that guy could be a very successful lawyer, right?
Very friendly man.
Very friendly man. Top of the top class, right?
Okay.
Makes 6 figures a year. Nah, that's not what you see when you look at him, though. It's not the first thing that comes to mind, right? Essentially, right? So that's how much looks matter, right? Innately, you already have this idea about this person. Like I seen it in a movie once, right? They were looking at this dude, right? He's a big, buff black dude playing basketball, right? In the movie, right? Mind you, I believe it was one of the Harold and Kumar movies. I think so, right? And they were like, yo, that dude's a monster, right? He just dunked on the dude, right? He's going crazy. They're like, nah, that guy's a certified killer, right? They said, oh, him? Oh, he's a dentist. Yeah, he's a kid's dentist, right down the street, right? Now, realistically, you know damn well you see dude that big, more than likely he ain't a dentist, right? However, you get the point behind it, right? You first look at him, you're like, yo, either he's a good person or he's a bad person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like so, women do the same thing with men, right?
Yeah. One thing I wanted to mention with that as well is, let's just say, we don't even have to say anything, just eye contact in general. I wanted to mention this because this is really prevalent. If you're a good-looking guy and you don't have to say anything at all, you're just looking at a girl, right? You're checking her out. She's gonna view you as you checking her out. If you're a guy that she's not attracted to, looking at her, why are you staring at me?
Stalker.
You're a creep. Like, why are you looking at me like that? It's the same thing, the same exact thing. You're just looking at her. That's it. But if you look a certain way, like he'd mentioned, they're gonna automatically put you in a box. They're automatically going to innately have a opinion based off of you just by, like I said, initially 2 seconds, literally not even 2 seconds of just a simple interaction like eye contact. Yeah, that is something crazy right there for sure. Getting into the next one, Anthony.
Next one is generalizations, which is basically men and women being opinionated. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So how do you want to go for that one?
This one, it's
Or do you want to try to go?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to mention this. We're gonna mention this one, right? like I said, this is just something we observe, right?
Yeah.
So a man who's opinionated and a woman who's opinionated, who curates the same argument, can be completely perceived completely different, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not saying that this is my own personal take. I'm saying this is what I see. Like I mentioned, and we're gonna make that very, very clear, right?
Yeah.
So a man that is opinionated, he's strong within his morals. He's very structured. He's well thought out. He's very opinionated, right? Strong opinion, right? A woman that has a strong opinion can sometimes be viewed as masculine, as too assertive, as bitchy. That's that. I'm not saying that. Like I said, I'm not saying that's me. I'm saying that's what people see, right?
That's how it's viewed.
Yeah, that's how it's viewed, right? So that is a double standard in itself. They can have the same exact view, the same exact opinion, structure it the same exact way, say it the same exact way. But if he's a man, you're going to be a little bit more okay with him having that opinion. Or if she's a woman, maybe you're going to look at it completely different. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think what it mostly is, right? I mean, it's going to be a double standard either way. But I think there is actually a way to get around this one, and that's knowing how to structure your words when you say them, right?
No, I feel like also tonality plays a big part as well.
Yeah, yeah. The way you speak, yeah. How you sound when you speak, yeah. It definitely does play a role, right? If you're yelling, you're screaming, right, or you sound complainy, right? Like you're giving that tone of,
Yeah.
I don't really know how to explain it. That annoyed, aggressive, passive aggressive tone of voice, right?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
It's seen as they're like you're just she's just complaining, right? But if he talks with a calm, serious tone, right, and make the words more understandable, right? Where it's soft spoken, but it gets a point across, right, effectively. It's a better way of what's it called, of getting your point across without being seen as being seen in a negative light.
Okay, so would you say more often than not, if somebody's opinionated,
Yeah,
they're more likely going to be perceived a certain way, like kind of like we had mentioned, right? So let's just say women, for example, right? I don't know if I should ask you this, but I'm gonna ask you it anyways. So are you saying that there's a lot of women that are opinionated that do not know how to properly give the perception that they want and still be opinionated at the same time?
Yeah, well, yeah. Not. I mean, everyone has a voice. Not everyone knows how to use it, though.
Okay.
So I'd say, yeah. I'd say a lot of women, right? They just they say it with a lot of feeling without thinking about how what they're actually saying. How what they're saying affects what they're saying affects their audience, right? Like
Okay.
what how their audience will respond to it, right? They just they say it is how they're feeling in the moment, right? Or how maybe not even in the moment. It could be just in general, right?
Okay.
But it doesn't occur how it would be perceived by the audience, right?
So are you
which
saying
is what
are you saying men are more conscious of how they are going to be perceived by being opinionated?
well, they kind of have to be sometimes. Yes, some women are, right?
Okay.
But in modern society, women can get away with saying a lot more things than men can. So
Sure.
for sure. So they naturally they don't have to be as cautious. But I will say though, because some men do the same thing sometimes too. Though they'll go on a rant and they're just like, yo, this dude is wilding, right?
I got something.
You got something?
Go ahead. I'll go ahead and finish off. We'll go finish off, and then I got something to say. Yeah.
All right. So pretty much, I'm like, basically, consider how your audience will perceive your message, right?
Okay.
It's probably the biggest part, right? If you want to, it's the only way. I mean, no matter how you perceive them, no matter how you go about saying something, there's always going to be negative comments either way, right? People who just don't agree in general, right?
Yeah.
It is what it is, right? There's always another side of the spectrum that they're just not going to understand. However, right, if you consider, right, take less emotion and put in more logic, right, then your words mean a lot more, right?
I agree.
Yeah. So I feel like that's what it is. That's what it is, right? Men try to at least talk some for the most part with more logic, right? while women just do it with more emotion, right? But there are women, right? They're the ones I actually prefer to listen to in these videos, right? That put the logic in there, right? And their message is so much more powerful, right? Just because the other ones are just ranting, they're the ones you see that always have a stitch, right? With someone who's actually speaking facts. And then the original video gets deleted because they just absolutely obliterated them with actual logic, right?
Mm.
And that's why their message is more seen as complaining, right?
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to when men are saying things, right?
Yeah. So yeah, you're exactly right. It's just a matter of how much emotion you're willing to put into it,
Exactly.
without it being too much.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the next double standard we got?
The next one is girls being friendly with girls and guys being friendly with guys.
Double standard.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So I'll go off with this one. All right. If you're a woman, obviously women. Oh, you want to come to the bathroom with me? They do all types of crazy shit. They kiss each other. They could just be friends. They could be completely straight, but kiss each other, take showers with each other, do all a bunch of crazy shit. Right. If a guy were to do that same thing with his best friend, Anthony, how's he perceived, man?
That motherfucker gay.
Yeah, he's straight. Straight up gay.
Straight up gay.
Hey, that's the way. That's the way it is. That's
exactly.
the way it is, right? Yeah, it is. It is a complete double standard. I'm not
Yeah.
saying. I'm not saying that. I wish could be different. I'm just saying that is the way that society perceives that, right?
Yeah, that's exactly how. Which is why I think that's why people be acting sus and when they're in comments, right? In comment sections, like the people be wild in the comment section saying, "Hey, she can do this with her girlfriend, but I can't do this with my homie." No, you cannot. No, you cannot. I think that one is. I think I actually agree with that double standard. I ain't even gonna cap straight up. By all means, if you straight, if a female does that and she says she's straight, sure, she's straight. All right, guy does that, nah, you ain't straight. Nah, and you can't convince me otherwise on this one.
Not even if he's straight.
Not
straight up gay.
He's straight up gay.
Hey, but oh, hey, that's okay. That's okay,
Yeah.
man. If that's your cup of tea, man, hey, go crazy, go stupid.
By all means, by all means, if that's for you, you do you, right?
Simple.
Do you, boo boo? That ain't me though.
My dog. Hey, appreciate you for stopping by, man. Seen that boy yesterday. Come on now. Appreciate you for stopping by, man. Yeah, we about to get into that. We about to get into that too. We got any more?
Actually, nope. That was the last one.
All right, perfect. Halloween, fellas.
Halloween,
that, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we'll start off with Saturday. Saturday we went out, right? Me and Anthony.
Yep.
Just let you know, just give you some background, right? Me and Anthony, we don't go out. We don't go out much.
We definitely don't. No.
We definitely don't. This is like one of our first times going out ever, right?
Yeah.
So we went out Saturday. I had a pretty good time. Was with the boy Corey. Was with Corey's friends as well. Corey's been on the podcast. Shout out to Corey.
Yep.
We just chilling. Had a good time. Well, is there anything you want to say?
Man was dressed up as a pimp.
Corey was a pimp. I was Devin Booker and Anthony. Where were you?
I was. Well, I was Scream pretty much. All right. So basically, I wore what I usually wear. Right, just regular hoodie, baggy pants, some shoes, but I had a Scream mask on, so I was Scream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So well, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate that Halloween night?
That night. I mean, if it wasn't for yesterday, I would have gave it a solid 9. I'd say 8 out of 10 though.
8 out of 10. Okay.
8 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say it was about a 7. We had a walk, man. That was not that.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about 7.5. I get a 7. I forgot about that walk. 7.5. Yeah.
I give it a 7. The night was pretty nice, right? Not as many people as a Saturday or as yesterday, Monday.
Yeah, Monday. Yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty good. Went to the spot, chilling, right? People dancing, everybody having a good time. Like I said, I think it would have went higher if they played better music, but that is what it is, right?
They were slacking on the music some.
Big time.
They had a few good songs, right? And it was lit at those moments when those songs came on, but they were slacking overall. It was like the songs they were playing they were pretty mid.
Yeah. Well, one thing I wanted to mention as well, when it comes to outfits, right? Half of the people, or I'll say like maybe like 30% of people weren't wearing costumes, 70% were. I expected definitely more people to wear costumes than not, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about the women's costumes of 2022, Anthony?
Man, you'd have thought it was Christmas. No, I'm just saying. Hoes everywhere, bro. Swear. Like every single I don't think there was one regular outfit amongst the not a single one.
Okay, what was your favorite one?
Of Saturday?
Just favorite outfit that you've seen.
Oh, like overall?
Yeah.
Army outfit.
That one was tough.
That one was tough. Yeah.
That one was tough. I ain't gonna lie. For me personally, the Spider-Man one, that was tough.
Oh, the Spider-Man was pretty good.
Spider-Man was tough.
But so was the cowgirl, though.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. But there was a lot of good outfits, all right?
There was a lot of good outfits. Yeah, now one thing I wanted to mention as well, because I thought this was pretty funny, right?
Yeah.
How do I want to phrase this? Anthony, what was that one thing you told me earlier about you can be anything for one day, but you still choose to what was it?
It said they could be anything they want for a day, right? Like you could literally be anybody you want, and you still chose to be a hoe. It was. Funny enough, this goes back to our clothing double standard. However, on Halloween, you know damn well what you doing on Halloween.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's all intentional. All intentional.
That's all intentional, right?
Most women will admit, oh yeah, I'm dressing for attention.
Yeah.
All right, finally, you say the right thing.
Exactly.
Finally, you're actually honest. Wow, about time.
Because remember those the chicks in VIP, they didn't even dress up.
No, they
They
didn't.
didn't even dress up.
No.
Well, they did. They dressed up as hoes.
Simple
as that.
So hold up. Let me guess. Okay, let me guess what you're gonna be for Halloween before you say anything. Let me guess. A whore. Knew it. I knew it. Man, I knew it every time, man. Every time. It doesn't even matter what it is. I'm probably still right.
Exactly.
Hey,
Just take
it is.
literally. If you want to know what their costumes were, take any costume you can think of. Put the word slutty in front of it. That's what they were.
Exactly. Come on now. That's exactly what it was.
Angel, police officer, firefighter, anything. Just put the word slutty in front of it. They were there. All of them.
He said they were there. All of them.
Yep.
He's exactly right. All right. So that was. I would say that pretty much wraps up. Was Saturday, right?
Saturday, yeah.
All right. Monday,
yeah. Yesterday.
the day of Halloween.
Yeah.
All right, Anthony. We had to wait in line for a little bit longer, right?
Yeah.
Chilling, chopping it up with people, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty good vibes, right?
Mm-hmm.
One thing I will say, just as an observation, is I'm actually surprised that I talked to a lot more people than I thought I would. As far as like
Right.
just being social, just being able to be social with people, like either people in line or people in there. I was a lot more. Honestly, both of us.
Oh yeah.
We were a lot more social.
Yeah,
than
we were just chopping it up with the people in line. That was pretty lit, especially since we didn't see any of the motherfuckers that actually in there.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was crazy.
Waited in the same line.
Waited in the same line.
Literally right behind us.
Right behind us.
Didn't see him once.
Never seen him once.
Nope.
Not even in there. It's like they waited in line just to be like, all right, yeah, we're not going in.
Damn near might as well.
Swear.
Damn near didn't even go in because quite frankly I didn't see him anyways, man.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I mean, we walked around all. I mean, we weren't necessarily looking for him, but still, you notice you didn't see him though.
That's for sure.
You be like, you never realized, like, hey, you're the guy I see him a lot. Nope.
Nope.
Never seen him once.
There wasn't even a guy that looked like the dudes behind us. Remember that? There wasn't even people that looked like them in there.
Not even people that look like them. Right?
Wow.
Then again, they weren't dressed up either, though.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
But still,
yeah. Like, you think you like, hey, yo, I recall you. You were in line with us. Yeah. Never seen them.
He said they might as well have left then.
They might as well have left.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give that night?
That one
In totality.
in totality, I give it a 10.
That shit was 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 a 10.
I would say, yeah, they play better music. I would say there's better looking people there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
More people dressed up, so it was more more festive, right? They did more like strategic things. They kind of listened to the crowd a little bit. They took some selections, which I thought was pretty cool as well. Threw it back with some older music. Had Thriller on.
Yep. They did have Thriller on. Yep.
I remember that. And then they had some pretty good music, I would say. Better than Saturday for damn sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Then again, the crowd didn't have any requests on Saturday. These dudes actually had pulled out their phone,
genius
put
idea.
it up in the air. That was a genius idea.
We should have did that. We should have helped them out.
Yeah, we definitely should have, because they put on their phones, they put it all the way in there. They said DMX, right? And you know what? The motherfuckers played DMX and it went hard too.
That's
It really
true.
did.
It really did though. Yeah, I would say that was pretty good experience though. We got into the middle of the crowd. Obviously, felt the vibes. Come on, now you know what it is.
Yep.
Seeing people get kicked out, which is one thing I wanted to mention. Yeah, we seen people get kicked out. Pretty funny
Yep.
as hell.
Dude got kicked out on Saturday. Yep.
Wait, on Saturday he got kicked out. Oh, he was going crazy.
He was going absolutely crazy. Bug-eyed. He just had his eyes wide the whole time. Just
He's got to be on drugs. There's no way he did that. sober.
had to be.
No way in
Had to
hell.
be. No way he wasn't. No way he wasn't. Grabbing people's shirts and everything. He was just I was like, yo, don't touch my hoodie.
Get the fuck off me, man.
Exactly.
Come on now. It was good. It was a good time though. He got thrown out. He got in a little fight because somebody was pissed off that he was grabbing his shit.
Yeah.
Got in a fight, kicked your
Understandably.
ass out. Simple. Was it Monday? We had somebody get kicked out for. Oh, somebody passed
No,
out.
he didn't get kicked out. He passed out. Yep.
Somebody passed out. He was just sleeping. Come
He's
on
just
now.
sleeping.
He was just sleeping.
Sam
Come
said
on.
that too. He said he's just sleeping. He's just sleeping. They looked. They said, "How could you say that?"
And I was like,
Yeah, he's just sleeping.
he just sleep. I don't know what to tell
Give him
you.
a good. He'll wake up. He'll wake up.
Also, another guy got kicked out for smoking in the club as well.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Was it the dude that was right behind us?
I don't know if it was him, but
I don't think
I
so.
don't know if it was him, but somebody got kicked out.
That was a giant. Ain't no way he finished that blunt that night.
I think they ended up doing it as well. Yeah,
Really?
They were really secretive. I was actually impressed. I was impressed because they kicked most people out that were smoking in there. But yeah, it was a good time though. Saw my boy Emmanuel in there. Great
Yeah, that
fucking
was
time.
crazy.
Shout out to him. I don't know if you're still watching, but man, hell of a time. Childhood friend. Met him in was elementary school. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Great time. It's good to see people out, man, doing good, man. You know, that was really good.
Especially because he said he lives in L.A. now.
Yes, sir.
So to see him on Halloween, getting turned in the club because he didn't even stay long either. So because I think we would have noticed him earlier.
Oh no, for sure. He
Yeah.
noticed us. He noticed us.
Yeah, he noticed us. Because I remember he looked right at me. I was like, "Hey, yo, champ."
No
It's-
way.
yeah,
I was
yo.
like, no
He
way,
said,
bro.
No way, right? Because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, it's pretty dark in here. Can you see what I'm seeing right now? That's definitely Emmanuel.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, it was a hell of a time on Saturday. I would say my favorite part of the night was drive home.
I was about to say the same thing.
Y'all never be able to. Here's the thing: if you're watching this, you'll never be able to understand what we experienced on the ride home.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let you know that right now. It's just our own vibe, man.
It's our
We've
own
been friends for
vibe,
12 years. We got our own vibe.
yeah. Exactly.
We know every song. We know the songs we're playing in the car. Come on now, it's a great time always.
Not a single car on that highway back. On
It's
that
like
driveway.
it's like 2:00 in the morning. Just
2
drive
o'clock.
straight,
Just
cruising.
straight cruising. What? What are you talking about? No. What?
Great time, fellas. Great time.
Great time.
But yeah, I would say that was definitely a great night.
Yeah.
Other than that, Anthony, is anything you want to say before we wrap it up?
Actually, I don't have any thoughts this time.
Okay.
I'm kind of chilling this one.
Okay. Do you have any game for the people before we go?
Any game?
Yep.
Yeah. Don't dress like hoes. All right.
All right. Is that? Don't dress like hoes.
Attract what you want. Right.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Be what you want to attract.
Be what you want to attract. Yeah.
Exactly.
If you want a hoe, be a hoe. You know.
He's spitting.
If you want someone real, then come on. Just a little bit more modest. Be a little bit more real than that. Come on.
Advice that I have for you guys. My advice is going to be: if she breathes, she's a thought.
Oh no way!
He gonna love you for that one. I love you for that one.
Oh man, that would be some shit he would say. Yep, I see. Oh man.
My last piece of game, I'm gonna say.
Fuck me.
Oh, fucking threw me out my game.
Yo,
God
that
damn.
swear. I thought that was yours until I saw the comment on there.
Oh my god, I was like,
Oh man.
no, that was not. That was not mine. No.
Yeah, because he said last words of the game, and then. Oh man.
I'll say for the last piece of the game, I want you guys to do this, right? This is going to be a little bit more interactive than it is game, but I want you to do this because it'll help you out very, very much. If you haven't already done this, I want you to plot out your next 5 moves specifically in order of what you need to do. So this is going to be bigger life goals that you want to do or you want to accomplish, right? Write them in actual order. First, what you need to do. Second, third, fourth, fifth. All the things you need to do in exact order because that's going to help you out and allow you to recognize not only what you want to do, but how you want to do it and what order you want to do it in.
Yep.
So that's going to be my last piece of game. I appreciate everyone stopping by. Like I mentioned, make sure you go ahead and leave a like. Also, check out my YouTube shorts as well as my TikTok. Like I said, Life of a Champ podcast. Make sure you subscribe if you're in here.
Yes, sir.
Also, the people on Twitch, if you're watching this on Twitch, make sure you go ahead and leave a follow as well. Other than that, fellas, one thing I want to mention, fellas, we don't just work around here. We outwork. It's as simple as that. And we was outworking them today, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Exactly, like always, man.
Every day.
Come on now. All right, we're going to go ahead and end it off. I appreciate everyone stopping by. Y'all have a good rest of your night. And until Thursday, I will be having another podcast. So stay tuned in for that.
Yep.
But y'all have a good rest of your night. And like I mentioned, stay tuned in for the next podcast. Appreciate it.